Hey everybody, Brett from Starters Gaming here, back with part 36 of our Minecraft Ancient Warfare Let's Play. And so as you can see, I went ahead and finished at least the outer portion of the two sort of outer towers on our castle. So let's fly up really quickly before it gets dark. And so this is the main hall. I've continued clearing it down. That's probably the extent of where I'm going to go, and it's not really going to go any further than that, I don't think. And then as you can see, I've done a little bit up here. This is sort of done. This is more done. And then, as you may have noticed, I completed this building here. So that is going to be our inn slash tavern slash I'm not really sure. Let's get to bed. So today what I'm going to do is, if you remember, we've got a very similar looking building on the other side. What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how I built this building by building it again on that one. So if you guys were looking to, see how I did this. Man, why is it not on the fly right now? Okay, there we go. So we're going to do this again over here. And you may have noticed this when I turned. I threw down a little building here. I think the farmers will live here, and we'll also have like an auto crafting thing in here, perhaps. The sound seems really loud, but I think it's on my end. Hopefully it's not on yours. Let me check just to be sure. No, it's pretty much all the way down. Okay. So yeah, let's get started. So first thing we're going to need is some oak wood and some spruce slabs. And so where these guys are, I'm going to throw down some oak, and then I'll connect it with some horizontal oak trunks. And that should be one from the door, yep. Okay, and so this is going to kind of function as not only just a nice separator, but it's also going to let me know where the floors need to go. So as you can see there, the floor actually comes out at that same level. And so what we're going to do in here is bring these across. And we'll do the same here and here. Okay, so on the outside, what we want to do is, in line with these three, we want to put down blocks on here. And then we'll bring these up to the same level. And obviously we'll do the same thing on the other side, but before we do that, we're going to bring these across so that they attach, and then we're going to go one past it. Oops. There. Now let's mirror it over, and let's see, this is 1, 2, 3. So that's fine. And that should go right there. It's going to be in the center, right between these two windows. Okay, almost there. If this would just cooperate. And then we'll do the same thing, bringing these across. And then we'll bring the vertical ones up one, just so we know that we need to continue to raise these as we go. And actually, I did forget something. We need to connect these as well. There we go. Back over here. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now we've got all these little squares. We fill these in with spruce. And I suppose I'll make a cut here and come back when I am done. Okay, I'm back, and so I'm doing the last little 2 spaces here, and then we'll be complete with the floor. So there it is. Now we're going to be done with the spruce for the time being, so I'm going to get rid of those, and we're going to get our acacia wood back out. Because what we want to do is bring it across 1 block high on the inner part of the building, not the outer part. So you can see I'm leaving the 2 little rectangles on either end open. And I want them horizontal, not vertical, like that. Now I'm pretty happy with the way this building turned out. I wasn't 100% sure how to do it because it didn't look like it was going to be possible. So I'm going to leave a door here, and then I'll do it on the opposite corner there. It didn't look like it was going to be possible to emulate the architectural style in Riften 100%. There just aren't enough varieties of wood to do it with in Minecraft, because, you know, for example, the acacia wood looks really good for the logs, but there isn't really a wood plank color that matches it very well. The acacia wood itself is actually, let's see if you can tell. See how it's kind of red in the center? The acacia wood is like a redwood looking thing. Oops. And so it doesn't look very good compared to, well, not compared to, alongside the trunks. And the oak planks are a little bit too red as well. And then the spruce looks okay next to it. However, I've been using spruce for everything, and using the spruce on the walls as well would just be too much, I think. So I've kind of gone with this style. And so let's see, on top of that, we're going to need to go across once more. And actually, this can be filled in. Oops, there we go. Alright, so from there, we need some dark oak planks, and I'm going to use light gray stained glass, which is I've been using on everything. Obviously, if you prefer a different glass, go ahead and use that. And then we'll throw them on either side of this center block to sort of function as shutters. I'm using Chroma Hills texture pack, as I've mentioned before, and it adds, when the blocks are individual like this, so see if I put it there, it kind of molds them together. When they're separate like this, it adds this nice little trim that makes it look like a window shutter. I didn't mean to put it there, but that works. And let's finish up this side. And then we'll just fill these in with glass. Okay, and there we have our upper floor done. So there it is. Now you can see there's some more details that we haven't added yet, so we need to get to that. And in order to do that, we're going to need oak and fences. So we'll continue to bring these up to, level with the interior ones. And these center ones are going to need to go much higher than the outer ones, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that right now. That'll be more of an issue when we get to doing the roof. So there's that. Now I'm going to take fences and bring them across here, and then up the sides, but not the center. And I'll do the same here. However, I'm going to do this basically all the way up. I don't think they'll need to go higher than that. Let's see. Yeah, those only need to be 2 blocks high because of how the roof is going to come across. This will need to be 3, and this will need to be 5. Now, it's going to be a little bit difficult to do that just because we don't have this built up yet. But we can just sort of eyeball it. So 3, 4, 5. And then 1, bring that up, and then this will come across, and the center one will go 4 high. Now based on that, you can pretty much assume that this is going to go to there. So we'll go ahead and do it now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and let's make this match. We're probably going to have to hop in bed in a second. It's easier to actually place them along these, I think. Trying to land them directly on top of the lower post is a little bit tricky, especially when you're flying around like this and you don't have very good control. So let's get that done, and then we'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and I think it's bedtime. We'll come back and we'll do the roof in just a second. By the way, our farmer died, so I'm not going to bother with any more ancient warfare stuff until we've got a little bit more city built, because he's just going to keep dying as well as anyone else I build, because there's just too many hazards for them to deal with right now. Okay, so obviously the next thing we're going to need is going to be spruce stairs. So let's get those out. And then we'll need acacia wood one last time to fill in these parts. And so we can go ahead and do that now. You don't need to, you can do it later, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. So we'll just bring these across like that. And that's going to need to go one higher, I believe. So these might need to go even higher than that, possibly. So yeah, those are going to need to go one higher. The reason why the fences are lower on the outside is out here you can see I did a double stair. So this is 1, 2 stairs, just to give both the outer part and the inner part the same like angle, rather than this being 2 little half blocks and then this being like a full block angle. So let's go ahead and finish this, just because this will make it easier to do. Because then I'll have blocks to place the stairs on rather than trying to get creative with it. And obviously, let's take the oak up one more. Okay. So spruce stairs, we're going to start at this level. So just above the window. And these are going to go all the way, whoops. Why doesn't that want to place? There we go. It's going to go all the way one past the fences and these logs. And then underneath we're going to go like that. And we're going to do that double stair look. So let's go ahead and do that. And once again, we'll just do this all the way across. And then over here, we'll need to bring these out. Now, I don't know if I said this already. I don't think I did. I really like the way that this building turned out. However, as you can see, it really blocks the castle. And so the castle, I think, looks just as cool, if not cooler, but you can't really see it because of how close together they are. So I'm a little bit disappointed by that, but I don't know when I'm going to do in order to alleviate that. The only thing I can think of is just demolishing this building or moving it slightly. And since it's basically finished, that's going to be quite a huge undertaking, and I probably won't bother. But this is still going to continue to go higher, so the castle will be visible, just not as much as I'd like. Let's get back to building, though, because this is going to take a while. And so we'll continue these across. And I'll probably just go up to the top on this side, and then I'll do the other half off camera, because it's obviously going to be exactly the same. So there's that side. Now under here it's going to get a little bit tricky, just because these fences are already here. But we're just going to do the same thing like that. And if you wanted to now, you could actually go ahead and do these just so you won't have to deal with it later when it's a little bit harder to get in and out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and like finish this little portion right here, because again, the more you build on this, the tougher it is to get in there and work on it. So may as well knock it out now. And actually, let's finish this. Okay, so up and over, and I'm going to do that one first because that's going to be the hardest one. I'm slightly too far away. There we go. Whoops. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like. And then the center part we're going to fix up with some slabs, but I'll do that in a second. Let's get this side finished first. Okay. Almost there. Whoops. We want it... these stairs. Okay, we want it there. And again, I'm going to finish this little portion before I finish the center. So there we go. I'll fly over and down. Okay, and let's do the outside now. Have I done any of these? I did 2 of them. Okay. Let's bring these 2 together. Nope. There we go. Alright, so now we want some spruce slabs. And what we're going to do here is... I like to bring them across like this to bring everything level and then go one higher. It's probably going to be easier to do this in the air. Okay, there's that one. Now on the ends here, you kind of have to make a judgment call, because if you leave it like this, so this is a top half block and a bottom half block, making up a full block. But it leaves this awkward transition here where you're going from these smaller ones to a big jump. And so what I've done on that one, and this is completely up to you, is I've gone ahead and gone like this. So this is actually 1.5 blocks now, but it smooths out this transition quite a bit. And then you'll notice when you place the stairs, actually that's not the right spot. So when you place the stairs like so, that's a much more natural transition than that is. So I've gone ahead and done that, but again, that's completely up to you, whatever you prefer the appearance of. So I think we're just about done here. One thing I do want to do is, let's see, where did I place the staircase in here? So I have it back left, and I may leave this up to you guys because I'm not 100% happy with this staircase. I may do it the opposite, so instead of going left and then forward, so that's in relation to the front door here, so left and then forward, I might have it go forward and then left, or forward and then right. I'm not sure. So I'll leave the staircase up to you guys. You may prefer to do a spiral staircase or something, but what I am going to do is the little awnings here, and then we need to add these guys as well. So what I've done with these is where these come down and meet the cross beams, I've put stairs facing out. And then on the outer part, you put a stair facing the other stair, like so. And then in the center, do the same thing. So now you've got 2 little, not quite triangular shapes, but stairs that are sort of working their way in. And then place a slab in the middle to complete it. And then what I've done is just underneath those stairs, bring slabs all the way around. So right here, we're going to bring this all the way around, like so. And then we'll get rid of these stairs, and we need fences once again. Now I have them too wide all the way up until they meet the stairs. So there it is. Now we're gonna need both of these, so I'm gonna get rid of my torches here and bring out some oak. And these little things on top are gonna line up with these two 5-block sections. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one will go up, and it should be 2 stairs from the top. So 1, 2, knock that one out. And then you can count 1, 2, 3 over and knock that one out. Again, because I didn't do the inner part of the stairs yet, that's going to be a hole. What you'll want to do is just take your stairs and do the same thing we did on the outside, on the inside. So double stair it, and that way you won't see any of this sticking out. But what we're going to do here is knock out 1, 2, 3, and replace them with basically a full block of spruce or 2 half slabs. And then we're going to knock out 1, 2, 3 again. And right here, and right, this is going to be a little bit tricky because I don't have anything to place it on. So I'm going to do this. It's actually not going to work very well. Let's do this instead. There we go. And then on those, I'm going to place fences across. And then we're going to take our slabs and do a half slab over all 5. And let me get to bed real quick, and I'll go back and finish it. Okay. So what you can do is you can leave these open, and you know, any light you have inside will shine through them, and that would look pretty cool, obviously. I've got them closed off for now, but that might not stay that way. Again, because I have the double stairs on the inside as well. So, for example, my interior, at least the roof, is all like so. But you can see if you leave the fences open, it won't look bad at all. There we go. Now I'm not going to put any here because those are going to go. But yeah, definitely, I can't place them there. Okay. That is going to be probably these guys. Yeah. So let's hop outside and we'll finish that thing, and then I think we'll probably end the episode unless we're extremely short on time, or yeah, extremely short as far as like the episode length. But I imagine we're pretty close to the end. Don't worry, I won't shortchange you guys though. If there's more time, we'll find something else to do. So again, we'll do 2 half slabs, or a full slab, or a full block, and then these can come across, and then underneath just do 1, 2, 3. And so what I've done on this one is I've done these on both sides, so 4 in total, just because it adds a really nice, it just makes the roof look interesting. You know, if you just have spruce stairs running all the way up, it just looks like a big blob of, you know, wood planks. With this, you've got a nice, you know, little decorative thing that will break up the monotony, basically. And then if you have something lighting the interior, the light will shine through there at night, and it'll look really cool. You could also just like throw glowstone right here, and that would really bring those out. But I'm not personally going to do that because I don't want the glowstone here unless, you know, I'm incorporating the glowstone into this build. I'm not just going to throw it there for the exterior. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, so that's the build. I forgot some fences here. Let's go ahead and finish these. There we go. I did that side though, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. And so obviously this side, the roof is just going to go up the same way. You'll start at this level, bring it all the way up, and it should meet right where the spruce slabs are. So there you have it. That's our little tavern build. Now I've got 2 of them. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. One will be like an inn/tavern. The other one will be... I'm not sure at all, really. But we'll find a use for it. It's a really cool building, and it's pretty large. It's got a lot of cool little features. Like the... what are these? Like a terrace? Sort of like a terrace kind of thing. Obviously, you'll want to light this stuff. Light the interior, light the exterior areas here. But yeah, that is it. So let me go ahead and check the time, and then we'll see what we can kind of do. Alright, and as I sort of figured, we're out of time. So I'm going to go ahead and break the episode off here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these build episodes. I know that a lot of you were, and we've done quite a few of them in a row. I apologize for that if you're not enjoying these. But again, we need to get this city built up enough to where I'm able to let the NPCs run around safely. Obviously, that guy died, and he's going to continue to die until the city is in a state where, you know, the walkways are all secure and things like that. And so, you know, based on that, I should probably do this. But yeah, so that's where we're going to end the episode. Don't worry if you're not digging these build episodes. We're going to get to the Ancient Warfare stuff soon. Like I said, I just need to build up the city a little bit more before we can. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We've been killing it as far as subscriptions go. We're almost to... when I checked today, we were at 171. And so we're almost to 200 subscribers already. Which is pretty insane because it seems like we just hit 100 like a couple weeks ago. And so thank you guys a ton for that. But yeah, don't forget to hit me up in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see or any suggestions you have. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you back here for part 37 of our Minecraft Ancient Warfare Let's Play.